Alright, YouTube, what the heck's going on? What the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here. So, I'm trying something a little bit different. I'm streaming live from Gamecaster instead of Broadcaster. I see one guy here, ASE Snip. Can you hear me? Things going okay in the stream? Let me know what you're seeing, because I've never streamed on this software before. So, kind of wanting to get an idea of whether everything's set right. I think the sound and everything should be right because I recorded on it last night. I just want to make sure we get things straight. So I'll wait to get some feedback from the chat while I go ahead and load up our dwarf save. You can hear me type, huh? That means my microphone's pretty loud. How's it going? Hey, JK9. Baldness, you doing alright? Alright, people are saying it sounds good. Hopefully the stream quality is decent. So, yeah. In any case, oh, I think it's trying to tell me how many people are watching. Okay, yeah. I'm not used to the overlay on this. This is a little bit new for me. So, yeah, whatever. We're streaming, and everything seems to be good. So I'm going to go ahead and keep the Dwarf Campaign going. I like this streaming thing. Like, it doesn't have my overlays or intros or anything, but who cares? So, let's see. I was trying to remember what we were up to. We've just captured the Silver Road in its entirety. The Red Fang army ran off, like, all the way down the map, so that grudge is just going to end up screwing me over. Not much I can do about that. We've got research going. I was thinking about going and fighting the Battle of Thundering Falls. We kind of need to capture these Bloody Spears settlements up there, but we also need the ones to the south. And I know for a fact that Black Crag has a gold mine, and that's worth quite a bit of money to me. And right now it looks like the dwarves down here are losing. In the Blood River Valley, they're losing to the whoever these guys are, the Scabii. So we got a lot of different Greenskins to take on. ASC Snip's happy that I said his name. Well, I had to ask you some questions. Empire campaign's going to continue soon. I actually wanted to start up a vampire campaign right now, but I couldn't because I didn't have time to make a thumbnail. I already had dwarf thumbnail ready. Not that big a deal, I know, for a thumbnail, but that's just what I wanted to do. So, well, good. People were saying that we got decent quality. Hope it stays that way. So let's go ahead and maybe start working on capturing this province to the south of us. I'm going to actually use the underground. We can get around a lot faster by doing this. So I'm going to move down here and hit Karag Drawn. I don't think that the Bloody Spears have it very well defended. And it looks like this province is contested even amongst other Greenskins. So hopefully we'll be able to take care of business there. Let's go ahead and end a turn. Yeah, Empire will be back. Aphotic, it will be back. Who's supposed to get wrecked, Condor, me, or someone else?
Can be useful in such uncertain times, sire.
He's just trying to tell me about the strategic overview. Really love the music in this game. It is really cool. So, Niall Deacon, what the crap's going on, man? Hope you're doing good. I can't play as Chaos yet, Aphotic, or Aphotic, however you say your name there. Yeah, I can't play as Chaos yet. I'm sure Creative Assembly will let me before launch, but I haven't gotten that ability just yet. Let's go ahead and hit Karag Drawn here. It's just a small orc army here, so probably not worth my time to waste in a battle. I'm going to take away a decisive victory with Grudge Bearer here. I'm actually going to sack it for taking it. I love you too, SRD Janjok. I don't know how to pronounce that. Bonjour, Romain. How are you doing? Thomas Spear, thanks for joining. I'm not going to be able to keep up with the comments for much longer. Benjamin, just joined. Thanks for joining. I don't know how the stream is yet because we haven't gotten too far into it, but hopefully it's better than my Empire stream last night. That was rough, man. I was getting kicked around. How's it going, Lucas? XXD Gamer, good to see you. Copper Count, good to see you. Is that Mancy Crush? The FPS problem was just the stream. It wasn't the game, it's the stream, which is either the internet service provider or YouTube itself. It could be the streaming software too. I don't know. I'm using slightly different streaming software this time, so hopefully it goes better. Well, seeing the comments and having time to read them are two different things, SRD Jan. I don't know how to say your name, so I'm just reading it off that way, so I apologize. How's it going, Mr. Dalla Dalla? Nalando, T3M, George, good to see you. Kinsama, from Chicago, huh? How's it going, Jamie? Yeah, I figured you were from France, Romain, if you were saying bonjour. I guess, unless you're from one of the many other places that speak French. Anyway, I love reading the comments and talking with you guys, but I better get focused on actually doing some campaign here. That sent our income up a little bit, which is nice. I'm going to actually go ahead and upgrade this trinket shop. I really want to get a hold of Iron Rock and Black Crag as quick as we can, because that's going to give us some income to help fund a second army. And then I think Barak Var is getting wasted on by the Scabby Eyes out here, and so we'll go take the Blood River Valley, which is another good place to take early on in the campaign. And we'll definitely want to deal with these Bloody Spears up here to the north of us as well. There's a port down here in the Blood River Valley at Barak Var. This can be very useful. And then there's a lot of there's salt there, and I want to say that there's furs there, and then there's dyes at Barak Var. So there's a lot of different resources down in the Blood River Valley. It's a good place to take. Huge hello from Slovakia. Well, huge hello from America to Slovakia. How about that? Hi from Italy. Hello, Italy. Let's see. Don't know if there's anything else I can really do this turn, so let's just blow through this one. I do have a skill point for Thorgrim. It's going to give me extra weapon strength versus Greenskins. Nothing wrong with that. And let's take a look at his details here. We're starting to pick up some... Yeah, we're starting to pick up some of these different items, but right now, nothing that we can really switch between. So... let's go ahead and end the turn. Unfortunately, I am going to get a public order penalty from that stinking Red Fang army that came in and raided and left. The downsides of always bearing grudges, right?
Yes.
Let's see if we can do another Karakteron. If we can do another underground movement, we might be able to hit Black Crag first. Let's do that. I'm going to come down here and hit Black Crag first. And I'm just going to go ahead and start off by putting the barley field there so that we can... oh, that's a problem. The Bloody Spears have a big old giant army up here. Let's... yeah, that is a serious problem. I need to be able to recruit Thunders as soon as possible also. And in order to get there, I'm going to have to upgrade... the settlement here, so that's going to be money well spent. The problem is I already made my move, and now I need to be back up here to defend Mount Squighorn, which is going to get absolutely squashed by this giant army from the from my enemies there. So we're gonna have to double back and try and protect the Silver Road. Yeah, look at this, Bloody Spears jumping all over me. And they are very close to Mount Squighorn. So I'm just going to have to, it's going to take me a couple turns to get back. They're going to probably sack Mount Squighorn, and then we should be able to get our revenge on that army. This army here shouldn't be able to do anything to Karezar Krak. I don't think that they can successfully, no, they're not going to be able to take me out here. I got 3 long beards and quarrelers and all this other stuff. It's the other settlements that are looking a little bit weaker, so this is kind of cheap shot from the Bloody Spears here. Like, as soon as I move off somewhere else, they come on and down in, and it's really hard to afford any more armies early in the game like this. The AI obviously gets their little buffs, and even on normal they had quite a few armies. On hard, I expect that the AI is going to really get to take advantage of that. What kind of troops do they have here? They just got big uns and a ton of archers. This is the problem right here. I could deal with almost everything else in this orc army, potentially. The problem is this Nashtrak right here. He's a melee guy, and he's just going to completely trash me. There's no way for me to win that. None whatsoever. Yeah, he's just going to sack it and run off, because that's what Greenskins do. Now they're going to both move up and try and get me here, too. So yeah, I'm going to have to pay these guys back. This will definitely go down in the Book of Grudges. What a cheap shot, man. These two guys show up just as soon as I move my army out of reinforcement range.
Let us begin.
So we just got 2 more
The
grudges.
enemy threaten your city here, my
Yes,
lord.
I'm quite aware of that. Thank you very much, advisor. Greenskin Wog. Okay, good. I was worried that those guys just got wogged right there in the middle of my province, and I was like, yeah, we're boned.
The High King.
Because if that had happened, we would have been in huge trouble. I'm going to come in here and garrison Mount Squighorn. I can't recruit because I would use the underground mode of transportation, so unfortunately I have what I have when I go into battle. But neither one of these orc armies scares me very much. And so we've been told to hit that army and the other one. So if we can fight both those armies, we'll be in good shape. It looks like they didn't even raid me very well, because both those provinces are actually just fine. Let's go through another turn in here and see if those Greenskins attack me. They might, since they have numbers. Ah, we intercepted them. So here's an underground interception. This is actually a really good opportunity for me, because we can kill this one. Orc boss here. Let's go ahead and fight this battle. You're back, HeirofCarthage. Good to see you, Bailey. Yeah, I could fight some of those little battles to try and cause more damage, but trust me, it's not going to be worth your time. I want to spend some time actually being successful, and not just the whole time fighting off little battles. Really want to keep these hammerers alive. Those guys are going to be really important to me in early campaign, because they are actually a late game unit, and to have them this early is pretty fortunate. And then Thorgrim can help take on some of these melee bosses as well. Your miners can deploy anywhere, so I'm going to deploy them over here to just help protect my grudge throwers. And my grudge throwers are in range, so I'm going to let them open up. This ought to be a very easy victory. But yeah, this is basically where you can intercept people underground. It's one of the things the dwarves and I'm pretty sure goblins and stuff can do. These guys are going to get rizzacked by my grudge throwers. I'll let you all catch some of this action close up. Use Gandalf, he's OP. I wish I could, Romaine. Yeah, the miners can guerrilla deploy, which in a map like this, I mean, what's the point, right? You can pretty much see the whole map. Once the miners get the blasting charges, they can be pretty cool. Willowton's asking me how this ranks compared to other Total War. This one ranks very high for me, because I'm having a ton of fun with it, and it runs well. Game's just overall very enjoyable for me right now. I mean, there could be stuff that we find with it that we don't like over time, but I mean, I've put a pretty significant number of hours into it. It's got to be at least 30 at this point, and I'm still very happy with what I'm getting out of the game. Okay, my grudge throwers are definitely having an easy time, and now my quarrelers are going to open fire. Someone wanted me to turn off the missile trails, but if I do, it's going to be impossible for me to see who's shooting me. And so I know I don't like the way the missile trails look, but I can't turn them off for that same reason. I'm going to intercept the cavalry boss with Thorgrim, though he is starting to rout. All the Greenskins are starting to rout. So intercepting these guys is good, because that means I can kill them off piecemeal. And let's send the hammerers in to help Thorgrim. We're going to need to be able to do the damage. Probably ought not to be pitching grudge thrower stones right into my own troops. Wow, Thorgrim's getting hammered on by this orc boss here. Holy crap. I'm going to have to pull... Oh wow, this will help me a lot, actually. I just used that, and that's going to really drag down his armor and melee attack and everything. That's actually super helpful. Doesn't hurt my guys, does it? No, sure doesn't. Wow, that's going to be super helpful. So my hammerers should be able to finish this guy off now. Let you watch them. The hammerers can cause some pretty big damage, and because this guy's having his armor and everything hurt, that should drive him off. I want to make sure that he actually goes down. Take him off the battlefield at this point. Or actually, it'd probably be better to just end the battle and potentially let him get away, because then they'll just recruit a new lord in and he'll be at full health. And I don't want that. So I'll just be patient there. Yeah, Thorgrim is pretty lazy, right? He just lets those guys carry him around everywhere, but I like him. You gotta like him. We gained some rank with him, too. We're gonna execute the captives. We killed an enemy in battle. That's worse. We got a grudge successful. That's gonna help, too. And it is our turn now. I'm gonna go into the normal movement, and we still got this one greenskin army up here to take care of. Looks like Mount Squighorn and the other can be improved as well. Not making a ton of money though, so I'm actually...
Throw bearers! Let's march!
Yeah, I'm not concerned about this army. I'd like to have more units in my army, but I just don't have much money at this point, unfortunately. So, not going to be a whole lot that I can do. I really need a second army. I just don't have enough money for the upkeep. But we may have to make something that can help defend these small settlements from stuff like this. Though it looks like that Grom Peak was taken by Zufbar, so that's actually going to be super helpful. My dwarf fellows to come in there and do that.
Make your proposal. My longbeards grumble, so make it.
Okay, I'm going to make a non-aggression pact with them. They don't want a defensive alliance with me, unfortunately, but at least we have a non-aggression pact, and they will actually help me get rid of the Bloody Spears. Veronka Hills. Definitely going to head down there soon, but I really want to focus on Death Pass once we clean things up here. Karazar Karak. I'll go ahead and run this upgrade since I'm not going to recruit any guys right now due to cost. There we go. Thorgrim. We can unlock Foe Seeker, which is going to give him charge bonus and all kinds of stuff. That could be pretty nice. What else do we have available? +2 leadership. Not really interested in that. I mean, this other stuff down here, I mean, we probably could use the extra campaign movement range. So I think I am going to actually go ahead and unlock that. And then that Miner's Instinct could be helpful as well. Better chance of intercepting underground. Have people saying this game can't come out soon enough. I know, right? This game really is a lot of fun. I'm not saying this CA hasn't paid me anything. All of my thoughts on this game have been obviously of my own accord. The game is really good. And I don't want to mislead you guys. I'm sure it's not perfect. You have to remember that when there's a small group of people playing something, we can't review something the same way that, you know, look at that jerk running off because he's trying to screw me over on that grudge too. That ticks me off so much. And he's just going to come right back if I, what a crotch, man. Just ran off down there. Now I can't catch him, and that's going to be another grudge that's going to eat up against me. So I'm going to be losing public order like crazy. That is such a bunch of horse crap.
What?
I might have to talk to CA and see if they can make those grudges a little more specific, because that's going to be annoying with them just attacking you real quick and then running off across the map to where you can't catch them. I mean, because you see how far he moved in just that one campaign turn there? Like, I think he was on, like, a fast march or something. But, like, if we go back into my Book of Grudges, I mean, he ran off, like, all the way down here to this settlement. I can't, I mean, I can only move half that far almost in one turn. There's no way I can catch these guys, and so I'm kind of thinking that the Creative Assembly may end up having to look at that in terms of I need 4,500 in order to upgrade this to where we can get thunders and cannons. So I'm gonna save some money for a couple of turns.
Send me to vengeance.
And yeah, I mean, those guys are getting beat up on. I might go ahead and move out here and potentially try and take on Thundering Falls.
Good.
Can I recruit Longbeards yet? I cannot. quarrelers, great weapons, miners. No, I can't recruit any of that stuff just yet. That's gonna unlock up here, so beards are in the tier 3. Well, I do have tier 3, I just can't afford the building yet. That's what it is. Okay, so we need to save some money and get some money rolling here.
Retake the realms!
No sound guy? That's a grudge? What's no sound guy? Are you all not hearing the sound? Hope you're hearing the sound. I'm not hearing anybody else saying they can't hear the sound. Let's see. Pillars. Oh, we got quite a few viewers on right now. There's 788 people watching. That's pretty cool. It's really quite an honor to know that many people want to sit down and watch what I'm doing here. So this one would unlock Slayers. This one unlocks the Longbeards and Quarrelers and stuff with great weapons. Requires building Armory. Yeah, so the Slayers require both buildings. So we'd probably want to build the Armory first. And I can upgrade here too and get Longbeards. And Longbeards would make my army a lot stronger. But we also kind of need to run upgrades down here so that we can put more economy in and drive our money up. So I'm going to have to just save money in this position. Or no, we want this gem mine shaft. That's going to start making us some money. And we should still have enough building slots. There's 2 more building slots up here. One of these is going to be my armory, and then the other one's going to be the Slayer Shrine, I think. We'll see how we need to lay it out. This one only goes up to tier 3, so we could actually throw this one out into one of the other settlements if we needed to make room. So I think that'd work out. I don't need skaters yet. What? What's a skater? Slayers. No, I don't need Slayers yet. But I'm just planning for the future. Planning ahead, people. Just planning ahead. I'm going to move over here. I think I'm going to go ahead and try and take on the battle at Thundering Falls, potentially. Let's go ahead and end the turn. Let you all see a quest battle in action. The music, someone's saying it sounds like Rome 1 music. It really does sound good. So Barak Var got destroyed. That's actually kind of good news for me because I can start trying to take over that province. But I mean, I've already kind of need to finish off Death Pass. It's going to be hard to defend, so I may just end up waiting. The Silver Road's relatively easy to defend. Some of these others are a little bit trickier. I don't want to turtle for too long though, because we may just end up getting non-stop assaulted by Greenskins. That could end up being pretty bad for us. How is public order here is really not very good. I hate to have to waste a building just on this that brings us public order, but I kind of have to. Well, no, I don't have to, because I'm about to unlock another building over here in a couple of turns. I think what I'm going to do is actually go ahead and put the trinket maker here so I can make a little extra money, and I'll put the public order building over here where I've already got the trinket maker. And I don't think I need any more barley fields. I'll just go ahead and upgrade this one.
Ready?
So the enemy forces here, just goblins, goblin archers, doom diver catapult. I mean, nothing here is particularly worrisome to me. There could be reinforcements for the AI. I've got my hammerers to help out.
The High King acts.
I think I'm going to go ahead and risk it. I'll just make a save game here just in case. Here, I'll call the save game Risky Air. And I'm going to go play the ambush at Thundering Falls. That's a grudging. A grudging. I like grudging. Giving a high five too hard, that's a grudging. That's from The Simpsons. I'm starting to recognize that. I like that. Paddling the school canoe? Oh, you better believe that's a paddling. Oh man, that episode. That's classic. So I'm going to move Thorgrim all the way out there to get ready for the ambush at Thundering Falls. This will actually probably draw the Bloody Spears back in. Now that I'm not there to protect, the AI will come running right back in.
What brings you to the halls of my ancestors?
They want a non-aggression pact. Sure, nothing wrong with that. Jack Beaver. Hello from Bentonville. Are you just saying that because that's roughly where I'm at?
One rug, I suppose.
Okay, let's see here. So here's the ambush at Thundering Falls. Oh, wow, man, there's a ton of guys here. Oh, okay, well, they don't come in with many troops. I was starting to get pretty dang worried. Knobnail's Backbiter is our main enemy here. And there's some reinforcements coming, but we should be able to take this on. And I think we get reinforcements, too. Yeah, we do. Look. He's going to bring in some gyrocopters. Someone begrudgingly accepts my puns. Is that right, Leland? More guns. Oh, trust me, Sean. There's going to be guns involved.
March on, brave Dowie.
There's going to be so many guns, it's going to be like a Los Angeles elementary school. Oh, there was a lame pun, right? If you live in Los Angeles, forgive me. I'm just having fun.
But they're up to something.
Check out the surroundings here at Thundering Fall. So cool looking. Yep, the underground environment here, all the different dwarf stuff all around. It's looking pretty sweet. This is on high graphics, by the way, too, so it's not the highest graphics, just on high. Once I get my 1080 graphics card, I'll go ahead and crank up everything to ultra. Hammerers! All have wronged us. I like the way he thinks, man. That's not a pun, just a normal joke. Hello from Lithuania. How's it going in Lithuania? The Greenskins think they have us concerned. How unlucky for them. They do have a Doom Diver catapult. Those can be kind of painful, but it's just one, so I'm gonna...
We are ambushed by the foul Greenskins. To me! To me! We make our stand here.
Okay, I'm gonna move some of these guys out. We're gonna get hit by enemy reinforcements. So over here they've got a Goblin Archer coming up. I should be able to easily counter them. My Quarrelers should defeat them with relative ease. My Grudge Throwers are gonna open up on the mass back here. Let's take a look at that close up. See my Grudge Throwers starting to take care of some business there, and here's my Quarrelers doing a little bit of standoff with their Goblin Archers. Like I said, I think my guys should win that pretty convincingly. There's another Goblin Spear unit right here. Not concerned about these guys. They should get beat down by my Dwarf Warriors. Don't think the Goblins are going to do so well there. Dwarf Warriors are probably a little bit too beefy. Yeah, and the Goblin Archers are already eating it. And I do believe there's reinforcements for the Goblins that can come in behind me as well. So I'm going to have to keep an eye out for that. I actually played this battle quite a long time ago whenever the Creative Assembly brought me out to San Francisco once. Okay, so here comes the main group of Goblins. They are under fire from my Grudge Throwers. None of the units they have, again, are concerning to me. I'm just going to kind of stand my ground here defensively, very dwarfish to be defensive. And I'm going to let the Goblins approach me since they ambushed. Just keep an eye out behind me for reinforcements as well, because I do remember some trolls and stuff showing up. Don't know if they actually will here. I'm going to attack these Goblin Wolf Riders. I probably should have stayed still. But whatever. They cast a spell right here that's going to boost their Goblin Wolf Riders, I think. And they're just coming straight in with the Wolf Riders. Ooh, that Doom Diver shot right there. That was a pretty good shot. Okay, I'm going to actually back up and just keep holding the flank here. I'm going to take a couple, or one of these Quarrelers. Actually, you target this one. You target that one. Charge the Goblins. I'm going to leave one unit in reserve here. Okay, here comes the Gyrocopters. So you can see the here's the Gyrocopter reinforcements. I don't get to control them, unfortunately, but they're going to come in and help me out against the Goblins. These guys are looking pretty cool. Oh, monstrous foes attack from the rear. So we better get ready. Where's my hammers? Hammer's really not the most ideal for this, but we'll make it work. And I've got Thorgrim. We'll turn him around. We can use his special ability here, and that should really help out against any monstrous foes. Foe attacks our ally. We're doing just fine right now. Nothing to really be concerned about at this point. I don't have really good line of sight back here, though. Yeah, not seeing anything else to be concerned with at the moment. Quarrelers. Oh, I should have put my guys on guard mode. I forget to use guard mode because it's been so long since Creative Assembly gave us guard mode. Almost don't know what to think at this point. Take my infantry. Guard mode means your guys will stand still once they've completed an order, and that can be kind of helpful. What in the world was that? Is that a Doom Diver overshot or something? Yeah, my hammers have taken some damage from those Doom Divers. So yeah, you can see all my gyrocopter reinforcements helping me out quite a bit. Is there no... I thought I was supposed to be attacked by monsters from behind. Let's go take a look. We need to take out that Doom Diver catapult. So I'm going to go ahead and target it with my grudge throwers. Could have done that a long time ago, honestly. Otherwise, my quarrelers should be able to sit back at a safe distance and pretty much just wreak havoc on the enemy. These wolf riders are not going to be heavy enough to really bust through infantry lines. Yeah, there's no... I don't see any more like potential monsters or anything here on the map, so should be good. We do have the enemy Knobnails over here. Let's go attack Knobnails with Thorgrim. He's going to want to rout. Yeah, he's already starting to waver. Shoot Knobnails. Whatever his stupid name is. I think it's Knobnails Backbiter. He's going to go running off the battlefield in true Greenskin fashion. Alright, so I'm going to end the battle. We have won the ambush at Thundering Falls, so that's our first quest battle. That actually ended up being pretty easy. Someone's asking me what I think the next historical Total War should be. That's a good question. I don't really know. There's a ton of good options. Empire 2 would probably be my first pick if they did a really nice job of it. But there's a ton of good options, like a ton. Medieval 3 would be awesome, and I can think of any other number of pretty sweet options they can come up with. So we gained +4 leadership versus Greenskins in the Lord's Army because we have this Grudge Keeper. And the quest was successful, so we've obtained the Dragon Helm, which gives me more armor and extra fire resistance. And then we got a hero, a runesmith, and that honestly is going to be very helpful as well. We can put him in this army. So that's going to have been helpful for us to complete this. Let's actually go take a look here. We can upgrade Thorgrim. We can give him... This helps all my allies in range. It gives them extra melee attack, extra charge bonus, and makes them immune to psychology. And it works for quite a while with a pretty big effect range. So I'm definitely going to go ahead and pick that because that could help a lot in battles against tough foes. I'm going to go ahead and just start moving back towards my settlements. And here's our runesmith. I'm going to actually take him over towards Thorgrim. Iron Beard. That sounds like it could get uncomfortable. We need more research as well. Trinket income from tool makers. That's our little trinket stuff. So all of this stuff could be very handy as well. I'm going to go ahead and run down that line a little bit. Let's go ahead and end the turn here. Simply walking into Mordor. That's a grudge. One does not simply walk into Mordor. Oh, jeez. Quest issued. Invest in the guild workshops. Treasury minus. So we have to save that much money to invest in the workshops. We're making quite a bit more money now. That's good. Let's get back into our province because they're suffering from public order issues. But we can address that now. We can go ahead and build some of these facilities to help take care of it. But with the gem mine up and some of the other upgrades, we're going to be feeling a lot better in terms of economy, and that should help us raise a second army so that we can actually maybe start to get things done here. And that's going to be kind of important for us. How long am I streaming for? Not much longer. In fact, I probably ought to go ahead and be getting off here. Do a total war on the bucket war? What's a bucket war? Make breaks great again? What, are you on break right now? Summer break's gonna be good if you all are gonna have this game. It's gonna be a heck of a lot of fun to play during summer break. I'm gonna embed the runesmith hero here. And we can go ahead and raise another lord here. We're gonna recruit a lord. We've got blood feud. Ooh, I like that. Just makes it better in general. We can't recruit Ungrim Iron Fist until we get to a certain rank. It's okay until we occupy Karak Kadrin. So yeah, we can't do that right now. But I'm gonna take this guy with blood feud. He's pretty awesome. It's gonna cost a lot for upkeep on him, but we need, even if it's small, we need a secondary army. And so I'm gonna go ahead and throw a few dwarf warriors in his army. Actually, I'll wait a turn or two. Let's go ahead and end one more turn here. We're gonna need to recruit some stuff with him, that's for sure. So chaos is starting to stir. Storm clouds in the north, and basically what that means is you'll start to experience a tad bit of chaos corruption. And eventually, if you have too much chaos corruption in a province, your province will have a chaos rebellion of sorts, which basically means you're going to have a bunch of chaos troops all of a sudden show up in your province. It's kind of a nasty thing. You don't want it to be happening. I'm going to go ahead and recruit up some dwarf warriors. And let's go ahead and end one more turn here. I like how quick you can make turns, honestly, in this game. The turn ends go a lot faster, at least early on. Obviously, they can start to get longer. I hope I don't get myself in over my head out here with Thorgrim. I don't see anything, so we're good. But I definitely don't want to just let the Greenskins off easy here either. Quarrelers. Let's just leave it at that for now with that army. And if I can capture Black Crag, actually, let's go ahead and recruit more here. No, not the global recruitment. Dwarf warriors. Let's just get a solid line of dwarf warriors in that army. Start with. Got more income from tool makers, and then growth to all provinces. All that stuff's going to be pretty handy here in the early game. Let's go ahead and increase the level on that trinket maker. All right, there we go. Greenskins have a pretty big army outside Karak Dron.
The denizens are dangerously agitated, my lord.
Yeah,
soon they will take up
they probably
arms
will
against
be.
You. Move swiftly. Crush.
So Greenskins just confederated with the Crooked Moon, so that means the Greenskin tribe just picked up whatever stuff that the Crooked Moon previously had. Karak Dron. I could come over here and we could probably get into a fight with this guy.
What?
Or I could just hit Black Crag, which would give me a whole lot more income, and I'm kind of tempted to just ignore that other little settlement and go for Black Crag. The gold mine potential here is going to be great. It's saying that I have terrible chances, though, because I don't have any equipment yet. So this is going to have to be a siege out. Sieges are a serious deal here. And there's black orcs and a lot of orc error boys and stuff like here. If they come out on open ground, I should be able to deal with these guys. But we're going to need some siege towers to be sure. So I'm going to continue the siege, and we'll try and force the orcs out to fight me. And then this army here has gotten a little bit of recruiting done. I'm going to actually move over here to the Pillars of Grungi. Whatever that is. Probably not pronouncing it right. I'm going to snag some quarrelers here as well. We just need a second army. It's going to be pretty darn expensive, but it's going to be well worth it. Yeah, these guys are going to hit me here, and there's nothing I can do about it right now. I'm working on Black Crag, but that settlement probably wasn't worth a whole lot to me. I guess it could have been. I don't know. Here we go. Let's see what happens.
Welcome, my bearded kin.
All right, these dwarfs want to talk to me. They want a defensive alliance, and that would actually be a good idea for me. I'm going to accept that. Hopefully we can eventually work towards a confederation. We had a hero successfully block our army down here. Both of those are probably going to create grudges. Faction destroyed the Bloody Spears. That's not bad. In fact, that's quite good. Lost income. Dang it. That sucks.
Time for a reckoning.
How big is this dwarf army? It's
I ain't doing that.
we're gonna have to just play defensively with that army, and here we're gonna have to wait and see whether or not we can siege out Black Crag. I don't really want to double back for Carag drawn because I think I can defend where I'm at currently, but I've got to hop off here. I know it's going to be kind of a tough place to end, but I'm out of time, and I will catch you all back on another live stream soon. HeirofCarthage signing out for now, and I will see you all later.